Welcome to Rising Artists, a series where we introduce you to brand new artists. Who knows? They might end up on your playlist. I'm your host, Taylor Oren. Let's get started, shall we?
Hi, my name is Theo Kandel, and I am an artist, songwriter, producer living in Los Angeles. Originally from New York City, but now I've been out here for like 10 months, maybe. It feels like longer or shorter. It feels like not that much time. It feels like not 10 months, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's the California sun for you.
Yeah.
Wow. You actually have a new song out now.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
It's out now.
Yes.
It's called Half is Cool. I'm very excited about it. I wrote it with Elise Yulo and Anna Klein in Nashville about a little less than a year ago. And yeah, I'm super psyched. I have been teasing it on TikTok for like a month and a half now. So I'm like kind of sick. I'm not sick of it. I'm psyched for everyone else to eventually get sick of it as well. So produced by myself and my good friend Wingtip and my other good friend Ben Pleasant.
Ooh. So tell me a little bit about the song.
Yeah, so it's about just like kind of looking back and being like, oh man, like I am older now. I am bitter. I wish I had hung on to your childhood innocence, looking back and being like, damn, where did all the time go? I used to be so positive, full of big dreams, but it's kind of in that vein. So we decided to produce it like a kind of like a 2000 style pop punk song. So like in the vein of Simple Plan or something like Teenage Dirtbag by Weedus, and kind of invoke that same energy, because that was when I was growing. I grew up on like all of that music in the early 2000s. So kind of an homage to that.
And I definitely had the chance to listen to it before we released this. And I definitely thought of Simple Plan the first moment I heard the bass drop. Gosh, that moment I was just like, oh, it's this. Oh my gosh, it's this part. Like this. And then I'm realizing as I'm looking at your video of your posts that you've been making on TikTok, a lot of people have been agreeing with the idea of Simple Plan. I'm also hearing a lot of variations of different bands, especially Jonas Brothers and Ed Sheeran. Kind of can see it, but kind of don't at the same time. But definitely hear Simple Plan, and I definitely hear a little bit of that Dave Matthews in there too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, when you're just like a solo guy with an acoustic guitar, I feel like people always point you toward like Ed Sheeran or Jack Johnson or Jason Mraz or like any of those type of people, which is definitely the kind of music that, or similar to the kind of music that I had been making up until this point. So I had been doing a lot more like acoustic pop, folk influence kind of stuff, and I still like to think that that's in there, especially with like the little riff that it all starts with, kind of given that I guess that is kind of the Dave Matthews vibe of it.
Yeah. I'm curious, how did that riff kind of come to be?
How did it actually? I had written it for another song.
Really?
I didn't like the song. I was just it's in open D. Well, it's actually an open C sharp, because it was a little too high in open D. So it's all like one chord. Oh yeah. It's all one chord when you strum it, and it makes it really fun to do interesting finger picking, kind of weird riff stuff. And I was just noodling around. I mean, I have another song called Running Blind that's out that is in also an open tuning. I have a few songs like that that make use of that easiness to riff on. And so I'd made the riff and didn't really like the song, or wasn't so psyched about the song that it was on before. And then I was just thinking of a video to post on TikTok like a year ago, and so I posted a video of just the riff, me playing the riff and being like, this is so feel good, isn't it? And then people really liked that, Andy Grammer duetted it, and like it was a whole thing. And I thought, oh, this is a cool riff. Oh, I just wrote this really cool song with my friends. Let's see if they work together. And they totally did. And that was very exciting.
I saw in a comment underneath it for one of the posts that you interned with him or interned for the record company.
Yeah. So when I was a freshman in college, or right after freshman year, so the summer after freshman year, I interned for S Curve Records, which is his record label. And I was, doing all the logistic stuff for him and booking his flights and, hotel rooms and figuring out, I don't know, just random Excel spreadsheet stuff that had to do with Andy Grammer. And so it was a full circle, a cool moment to see him interact with it in some way.
Well, did he recognize you, or was it
I don't know. I don't think so. I met him like once that summer, so I doubt it.
That's still so cool. And since that video garnered over 300,000 views, and now you're at 105,000 followers. Oh my gosh, how are you feeling about all that?
It's exciting. I mean, TikTok is, for better or for worse, kind of the thing that dictates a lot of the music that gets put out, or at least the promotion side of things. So it's been cool to connect with people and have them take an interest in my music. I mean, I initially gained a following on TikTok like a year and a half ago from some bluegrass covers that me and my friends were doing, which none of us played bluegrass, so it was just like a funny thing for us to do. And so it's been a journey to transition off of banjo talk and onto promoting my own music. But it's been really nice to see people's support, and I've definitely been a little facetious with my marketing tactics, and I think that's good. I mean, that's like what you got to do.
One of your ideas of using an iPod set to shuffle to promote your song, how did that idea kind of pop up?
So I was home for a couple of weeks over the holidays, and I found my like iPod 3rd generation Nano, which is awesome. And I have like 800 songs on here, and maybe a couple music videos. This was like one of the first ones that you could put videos on. And so I brought it back here, and I was just thinking of like ways I could promote the song. And I knew that I could load the song onto here, but if I did, I would lose all of the songs that I had previously synced, because you can't sync them to two different computers. So I was like, I got to figure this out. So I just decided to take a video, and then it was actually pretty sweet. It actually took a lot of effort. I set up my tripod, so the camera would look directly down at the thing. And then I filmed myself doing that. And then I photoshopped what the graphic is on the iPod Nano to have my song be that. And then used Final Cut to overlay that onto the iPod. But the lyric video, which is also out with the song, it's a similar thing. And that was awesome. I did the same kind of setup, and I used like the beginning of the TikTok for that. But then I wanted you remember those like visualizers that you could use with the music that would be like all those crazy colors and everything?
Oh my gosh, I was obsessed.
So I wanted to find that. They still have one on iTunes or on like the music app, but it's not as good. And I found a way to run the original, like I think it's called Winamp or Winamp, like Windows Amplifier was like the original application that used the like milk drop visualizer.
Oh yeah.
So I found a way to download that, run that on my computer, and then recorded that. And so that's the background of the lyric video with the iPod, and a couple of videos of me at 13 with my friends. So get ready for that. It's pretty fun.
Ooh. Speaking of that, I have some fun questions, little trivia questions over here. Not trivia, it's kind of just random fun questions. Are you ready for?
Sure. Yeah, I'm ready.
Here, let's see. Let's do, just because we were talking about being a kid, what would be the best movie to describe your childhood?
To describe my childhood?
Yeah.
Well, what I would like want it to be or like I imagine it was like The Sandlot, and it was not. But in my mind, that's what it was.
Into baseball, or was it just
Yeah,
imagination?
yeah. I played baseball from until like through high school. Um, and a lot of my like best friends were on the baseball team. So it was I did it like in the fall, winter, spring. So.
If you were to put a shuffle right now on your little iPad Nano, I don't say iPad, iPod Nano, what would be the first song that would pop up?
Let's do it. Let's see. Oh no, it's dead. Hold on.
Oh, no.
I think I can charge it in a sec.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I mean, like I remember my favorite songs from that era, and one of them was "Love Drunk" by Boys Like Girls.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Awesome song, or "Kelsey" by Metro Station. Both classics. Let's see.
I haven't heard the words. I haven't heard Boys Like Girls in such a long time. And
yeah,
just
hearing so you good.
Hearing you say that, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another
The Great Escape.
Yes.
Come on. I mean, it could be a mix though. Like I have a lot of like older music on here too that my parents introduced me to, and now I still enjoy. So okay, it's powering up.
Oh, well, all right.
Let's see. Okay, ready?
All right.
Oh wait, here we go. You ready?
Oh yes. All right.
See what happens. I'm gonna hold it up. Can we see? You can kind of see. Not really.
Kind of.
Hold on. Are we on shuffle? Here we go. Shuffle. And we got Amy Winehouse. So that's not bad. Hold on. Let me get a better shuffle though.
Okay.
Lady's Choice from Hairspray. Also a good option. Okay, let's shuffle one more time. Top 3 shuffles.
All right.
Oh, Accidentally in Love from the Shrek 2 soundtrack, Counting Crows. This is I've been listening to the song recently, like a lot.
That's a fantastic
one of the
song.
top songs of my childhood, 100%.
Just those top 3 are actually really good. I'm impressed.
Yeah, pretty good.
Here, what's one skill that you wish that you had?
Being good at basketball.
Really?
I'm really bad at basketball. I'm not like I'm not good. I can play defense, but I'm like, yeah, I'm short too. I'm not that short. I'm 5'8".
You like 5'9". A short king.
Right, well, short, yeah.
Is that
I'm Tom Holland's height.
Damn, then you're my height.
Damn.
So what are you currently obsessed with today?
I've been reading Wheel of Time. I'm a big sci-fi fantasy guy. And you know, they made a show on Amazon, the new Wheel of Time show is like supposed to be their Game of Thrones. I haven't really watched it yet, but I'm reading the book series, and it's awesome. It's so sick. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan too, and it's similar. It's like high fantasy technically. It's like a totally new world, and it's 14 books, and each book is like 1,000 pages, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
Ooh. Well, now I'm excited for that. I can add that to my list of books I need to buy off of.
Yeah, I can't recommend it in good conscience to like a normal person that isn't into fantasy, because it's very fantasy.
Yeah.
But if you do like fantasy, okay, I have a better rec though. The Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. Have you read it?
I have. I actually have read that one. Yeah. It's really good.
It's so good. And the new book, I don't know when the next one's coming out. I mean, I've been trying to describe it to people. I've gotten maybe 20 people to read this book, and like they've probably gotten a couple people to read it. I mean, the series, but
yeah,
you know, it's like space Game of Thrones with Hunger Games, but you know, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, then I have to ask this as a follow-up question, because I came across this at Target. Do you know about the game? They actually made a game for it.
Like it's a board game?
It's a board game.
Is it fun?
I haven't played it yet. I saw it. I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Is that an actual game?
I feel like I saw something like that on his Instagram, but that's good. That's good news.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh shit. All right. I was thinking about it. I haven't purchased it. I have too many board games as it is around my house. one more to add to the list. It's just too much. Here, we'll do one last one before we kind of like wrap it up. What's the most ridiculous thing you've done to try to impress a crush?
Man, like probably write a song, like something stupid and ridiculous. Like I don't really like writing songs for people. I like writing songs about people, but yeah. I don't know if I've written it. I probably have. That's probably the most ridiculous thing. It's ridiculous to me to have done that. Or like sing. No, I've never done that. I've sang in front of a crowd knowing that the crush was watching, which seems ridiculous. I don't know.
It's sweet. It's sweet. We never like. If you were singing to me and it was for me, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. Maybe a little embarrassed, but cute. Okay. And I'll think about it later on. It's something
in my mind, I don't want that.
Oh. Hey, but you know what? That person will be always thinking about it later on, knowing that someone did that for them. And then the person that they're with won't match up to your ability, to where you made the mark.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because what is that other person going to do? Hand flowers, make up a silly joke or whatnot. Right.
They can never reach it. I'll just
they can't reach a you've made a bar for them to compete against now. So take that as a compliment.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, besides TikTok, where else can we find you?
Find me on all social media platforms at Theo Kandel. Kandel, but it's pronounced like Howie Mandel. It's the best way to do it. You can listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you can stream music, YouTube, whatever. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere on the internet. So,
and it's not the
OK and L. It's not.
The,
People have been doing that, but I never thought about that. But it totally works. It's not the OK and L. Yeah.